Wind the clock back way back to about 40,000 years ago, and you would find the earliest evidence of footwear. We're delving deep into the prehistoric era, when humanity was in its nascent stages, and survival was the name of the game. Imagine a world ruled by Ice Age conditions, where every step outside could be a dance with frostbite. It's in this chilling scenario that the need for protective footwear arose. The world was a vast, open-ended puzzle, and our ancestors were the players, constantly learning, adapting, and innovating. And one of their remarkable innovations, one that we still use today, is the humble sandal. The need to protect their feet from the harsh terrain and freezing temperatures led to the creation of the first rudimentary sandals. Now let's fast forward a bit to around 8000 BC. This is when we find the oldest known sandals discovered in Oregon, USA. These ancient artifacts aren't anything like your modern, store-bought sandals. Oh no, these were made from sagebrush bark. Can you imagine? Our predecessors used what they had at their disposal, utilized the resources around them to create something that provided them with the protection they needed. It was the epitome of survivalist innovation. These sagebrush sandals are a testament to human resourcefulness and resilience. They are a window into a time when the line between necessity and invention blurred, a time when the basic instinct for survival fueled human creativity and ingenuity. So it's clear that the journey of the sandal, this staple of footwear, didn't start in a fancy design studio. No, it began in the challenging conditions of prehistoric times, born out of a primal need for protection and the ingenious use of available resources. So the journey of sandals began in the prehistoric times with the need for protection and the use of available resources. Fast forward to around 4000 BC and we land in ancient Egypt, the birthplace of the sandals we recognize today. The Egyptians, known for their ingenuity and craftsmanship, turned to their abundant natural resources to create footwear suitable for their arid climate. They crafted sandals from papyrus and palm leaves, materials readily available along the banks of the Nile. The process was simple yet effective. They interwove strips of these plants, creating a sturdy base that protected the soles of their feet from the hot desert sand. These sandals were lightweight, breathable, and perfect for the Egyptian environment, a testament to their practicality and ingenuity. But let's take a step back, or rather a step up. You see, in ancient Egypt, sandals were more than just practical footwear. They held a significant social meaning. The type of sandals one wore was a direct reflection of one's social status. The common people, for example, typically wore simple, unadorned sandals made from papyrus. But for the nobility and the pharaohs, oh, their sandals were a different story altogether. The sandals of the elite were often intricately decorated. They were made from finer materials, including leather, and were embellished with precious metals and gemstones. This was a clear indication of their high status, as these materials were expensive and not readily available to the common folk. The design and craftsmanship of these sandals were so exquisite that they were deemed worthy of accompanying pharaohs into the afterlife. One such example was discovered in the tomb of the young pharaoh Tutankhamun. Among the treasures unearthed were a pair of gold sandals, a testament to the importance and reverence of sandals in ancient Egyptian culture. These gold sandals were not meant for earthly travels, but for the pharaoh's journey in the afterlife. In ancient Egypt, sandals were not just for protection, they were a status symbol, a fashion statement. They were, in essence, the first step in the evolution of footwear fashion, setting the stage for the myriad of styles we see today. As we move on to ancient Greece and Rome, we see the evolution of sandals for aesthetic and functionality. In the vibrant world of ancient Greece, sandals were not just footwear but a form of self-expression. The Greeks had a variety of styles to choose from, each tailored for a specific occasion or purpose. The simple, flat-soled design was the most common, preferred for its comfort and practicality. Meanwhile, the high-heeled style, known as kothorni, was a status symbol, worn by actors on stage to elevate their stature. The kothurnus, on the other hand, was a boot-like sandal, worn by horse riders and hunters for its added protection. When we turn our gaze to Rome, we find the Romans borrowing heavily from the Greek designs but with a few practical additions of their own, the most notable being the use of leather. Romans were known for their extensive use of leather in their sandals, offering more durability and comfort compared to the Greeks' straw or papyrus versions. They also introduced hobnails, small metal studs inserted into the soles of the sandals, to provide better grip and increase the lifespan of the footwear. These hobnailed sandals were particularly popular among the Roman military, who valued them for their durability and practicality on long marches. But it wasn't all about functionality for the Romans. They too appreciated the aesthetic appeal of their footwear. Intricate designs were often carved into the leather, and more affluent Romans would adorn their sandals with precious gems and gold, making them a symbol of wealth and status. The evolution of sandals in these ancient civilizations shows us that footwear was not merely a practical necessity. It was a canvas for artistic expression, a way to denote social status, and a means to cater to specific needs and occasions. In Greece and Rome, sandals evolved from a basic necessity to a versatile accessory, with designs that catered to different occasions and needs. Let's cross continents to Asia and the Americas, where sandal design took a divergent path. Sandal design, like language and food, is a rich tapestry of cultural expression, reflecting the unique needs and resources of each civilization. In Japan, the Geta and Zori sandals stand out, both crafted from wood but differing in design and purpose. The Geta, with its elevated wooden base and thong, was designed to keep the wearer's feet dry during the rainy season, while the Zori, flat and often woven from rice straw, was a more everyday footwear. Both were steeped in tradition, their designs reflecting the Japanese ethos of harmony with nature and the spirit of practicality. Meanwhile, in India, the Paduka sandals offered another unique take on footgear. Essentially, a sole with a post and knob fitted between the toes, the Paduka was made from a variety of materials, from wood and metal to ivory. Some were elaborately carved and embellished, reflecting the wearer's status, while others were simple and utilitarian. The Paduka was more than just a shoe, it was a symbol of purity and respect in the Hindu tradition. Jumping across to the Americas, the indigenous peoples crafted their sandals from readily available materials like rawhide and various plant fibers. The design was simple, a sole with straps or thongs to secure the foot, but the materials used varied widely. In the arid regions, yucca fibers were commonly used, while in the colder climates, animal hides offered warmth and durability. These sandals were not just practical, they were a testament to the resourcefulness and adaptability of these cultures. In essence, each sandal design, whether it's the wooden geta of Japan, India's Paduka, or the rawhide sandals of the Americas, tells a story. These stories are about survival, adaptation, and cultural identity, encapsulated in the simple, everyday object of a sandal. From the wooden platforms of Japan to the rawhide of the Americas, sandal design was as diverse as the cultures they emerged from. From prehistoric sagebrush to Roman leather, the journey of sandals is a testament to human ingenuity and cultural diversity. We've explored the fascinating tale of these ubiquitous foot coverings, starting from the rudimentary footwear of our ancient ancestors, crafted from plant materials, to the more sophisticated designs of the Egyptian, Greek, and Roman civilizations, fashioned from leather and even decorated with precious gems. These simple yet practical shoes have adapted and evolved, mirroring the changing needs and aesthetics of each era. They've journeyed from the arid deserts of Egypt to the cobbled streets of Rome, from the traditional tatami mats of Japan to the modern rubber factories of the 21st century. Each step in this journey has been marked by innovation, diversity, and a reflection of the human spirit's endless creativity. So, next time you slip on a pair of sandals, remember the long and varied journey these humble shoes have made through the corridors of time.